Okay, the big moment is here. What you're hearing in the background is one of the greatest. One of the greatest. He's got rhythm in his body. Trini Lopez. Listen to that style. Look at the timing. Trini Lopez is right here in the studios.
Yeah!
Good morning,
Trini Lopez! Bravo!
Good morning, Trini.
Good morning. How are you?
Fine, thank you for coming here
My pleasure.
and walking up 4 floors.
Yeah. Wow.
But you're still very, very energetic.
And I'm in real good health.
Good.
That's the main thing.
Yeah, that's
Thank
right.
God. you
And
know.
that's because of music, I guess, too.
Pardon me?
Because of music. Because you
Yeah,
still,
maybe because of my singing and my career. Yeah. I never thought of it that way. But I'm just
because you
just an up person anyway. You know.
Yeah, you make people happy, and so that comes back to you.
Thank you.
Like,
Thank you.
people think I'm only 45
Okay.
because I play music.
You look about 35.
Okay, Trini, welcome to the Philippines. Is this your first time? No.
No.
Okay, when were you here?
I was here before you were born. Long time ago. Long time ago.
And where did you perform?
Rizal Theater.
The Rizal Memorial Coliseum.
Wow.
The Rizal Theater? Are we talking of theater?
Theater.
In Makati?
Yeah.
Theater in Makati.
Yeah.
Now that's a shopping mall now. You won't recognize.
really?
No, that's
Yes.
that's a Shangri-La Hotel.
The Shangri-La Hotel. Yeah. Corner Makati Ave and Ayala.
That is the Shangri-La Hotel here.
Not the one we're staying. Oh, that's a different.
Okay, that's another part of the city. But okay, you have a concert here. Boy, that's tomorrow in Cebu, Waterfront Hotel, and February 10. That's Thursday at the Araneta Coliseum.
Yes.
And I will be performing as your front
About that.
with Pilita Corrales. Pilita Corrales is an icon, the first Asian queen of songs.
Yes.
Yeah. And okay, good. Have a sip of your
So I can
coffee
wake
first.
up.
Yeah, wake up. Okay.
There's something funny that I just found out,
Yeah, yeah.
RJ. In 1963, in Paris, the time that you saw Trini Lopez live,
Yeah.
the front act was the Beatles, and the next day the headline said, "Bravo, Trini Lopez," and under that, in small letters, "And who are the Beatles?"
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, the newspapers, French newspapers said that. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I was amazed because the girls, all the young girls, loved the Beatles. You know, with all that hair. You know.
But I saw you there, and that was the Olympia Theater, right?
The Olympia Theater.
Yes.
The famous Olympia Theater,
famous.
where people like Edith Piaf started her career.
And
in
Callas,
France.
Maria Callas.
Maria Callas, a lot of big people.
yeah.
Yes, a lot
Very
of big
good.
celebrities, a lot of big artists in France started their careers there.
So, how long were the Beatles there? with you?
I was there with them for a month. They were with me for a month.
1 month.
1 month, and we used to do 2 shows a night and 3 on Saturday matinee.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just one time; it's the
Oh
whole
no,
month.
the whole month, and we packed the theater every night, every evening, Saturday afternoon for the matinee. Yeah.
Those are the real performers now. You know, the younger performers now sometimes sing only 5 songs in there. They pack up and go home already. But you guys had 2 shows a night.
2 and then 3 on Saturday.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
With the matinee.
Yeah.
So you got to be very good friends with the Beatles.
Yes, they were nice.
How
people.
were they when they were starting out? They were
They were,
nice
they were,
people.
they were always very nice.
Very nice, yeah.
Even when they got world famous, they were still very nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
This do you get in touch with Ringo or Paul McCartney once in a while?
Once in a while,
Really?
Can
And
you
Paul,
tell us that story about Ringo? Can you tell us all over again? I'm sure our listeners nationwide would love to hear that.
well, after they broke up, I didn't see them for a long time, and so one particular time, about 4 or 5 years after they broke up, I was going to do a show for Princess Grace and Prince Rainier in Monte Carlo at the Sporting Club, a beautiful place overlooking the Mediterranean Sea, real beautiful place. And the show that I went to see before I opened the next night was Dionne Warwick.
Okay.
And so I'm waiting to say hello to her, and there's like 8-10 people backstage getting ready to say hello to her, and somebody tapped me on the back my shoulder, and I turned around and it was Ringo. And I said, Ringo, and he just looked at me, and I said, how are you? And he just looked at me, and I said, and I thought something was wrong. So I said, and I didn't know what to say. So I said, Ringo, congratulations on all of your hits you've had lately. Like he had a couple of hits.
Photograph. 16.
And he looked at me and he says, name one of my hits. Name one of my hits. And I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember the song.
You were congratulating him, but you couldn't remember. Because they just broke up, right? The Beatles.
Yes.
And they went on their own. So.
And I was trying to be nice, you know.
Yeah.
And I was trying to be courteous. And he says, come on, name one of my hits. And he asked me like 3-4 times, and I could not remember. Okay. He said, well, Trini, said, that's the difference between your hits and my hits.
Yeah. That is true. That is so true.
That's a great story. Now,
yeah.
Trini, you were also in some movies.
Yes, sir.
Before, with Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin.
The first picture Sinatra put me in was a movie that he was producing, and he was a real big businessman. Sinatra was very astute person. Oh, yeah. And he put me in a movie that he was doing with Dean Martin and Deborah Kerr, one of the most beautiful English actresses. And also Sinatra's daughter, Nancy Sinatra Jr. And he put me in this movie, and I played myself in a nightclub scene.
Oh, really?
And he came to see me with Dean Martin in the movie with Deborah Kerr, and they were dancing to my music and everything. That was the very first time I was in a movie.
Okay. I've always been wanting to ask you this. PJ's, that's a small club in LA, right?
It wasn't that small.
That's big club?
Pretty big size, yeah.
Okay, and your first 2 albums were at PJ's Live.
2 of my biggest albums in the world are live at PJ's.
How were they recorded? They just in several nights and then you put it together? Or?
It's very interesting because I remember I was approached by Don Costa.
Yes, the one who...
The legendary producer.
Discovered Paul Anka or something.
Yes, he started Paul Anka.
Yeah.
And then he had a lot of Little Anthony and the Imperials.
Oh, yes.
People like that.
Yeah.
And so he talked to me one night and said, Trini, I'm Don Costa. And I said, oh, my God. And he was so nice. He said, do you know who I am? I said, of course, Don. My God. He said, I'm here to talk to you about recording you on on Reprise Records, he said. And I said, Frank Sinatra's label? He said, yeah, you know the label? I said, of course. Because at that time, Reprise was not popular. Sinatra wasn't selling too many records. Right. Dean and Sammy Davis and all these people, they were not selling any records. And so we made a deal and everything, and he says, what we need to do is record you live here at PJ's first. I said, live here? He says, yeah. And I said...
he was good. He knew how to do it.
Well, and I said...
No, but he saw you.
Oh, he saw my shows. Oh, yeah.
Performing in PJ's.
He saw me about 2-3 nights.
And he wanted to record it.
And then he talked to me. And then we made the deal. Then he said, I want to record you here first. And I said, why do you want to record me here?
Not in the studios, right?
Not in the studio. And he said, because we want to capture all of the excitement that you are creating here on record.
There you go.
On wax. In those days, it was wax.
Mm-hmm. Very smart. Very
so
smart.
I said, okay. I said, and how do we do this? He said, well, you just do your shows, and we're going to put a microphone for your voice and one for your guitar amplifier, and because I was by myself, by the way. I didn't have
you didn't have any
drummer?
backup? No, nothing.
No.
Oh my God.
Solo.
No.
Amazing, huh?
I was
no bass player.
No bass player, nothing. And I was there for a good year. And so when now he wanted me to do this album, and I said to Don, I said, where are you going to be? He said, I'll be out in the truck. I said, I'll be out in the truck. I said, what truck? I didn't know anything about this stuff.
Obi van.
The Obi van.
I'll be out in the truck with a very famous engineer at that time. Wally Hyder was one of the best.
Wally Hyder Studios.
You heard of him?
Yes.
He had a great studio in Hollywood on Sunset Boulevard. And
I even bought some of his secondhand stuff.
Really?
Wally Hyder Studio. Our snake,
You know your business, RJ.
Yeah.
He knows his business.
Oh, yeah.